ultimately, what I'm saying here is that the way out of fear, as you likely know, if you've been tuning in, is to return to this God essence, to return to this inner quality that I call love. But really, what I'm talking about is the felt sense of oneness, the understanding of fundamental reality. The other way of saying that is to return to clear seeing. Let me get to my piece here.
All of me and see how capable I am. Yes. Okay, and if you're in, and because in this moment when you say that, slow it down, that makes it seem like you don't think I can do all of this. Yeah. And that's when it hits me. Remember how light doesn't know time? Light does not carry the baggage of the past or worry about the future. It simply is. And that's just like love. First John reminds us that God is light. But John 4:16 also tells us that God is love, which means that light and love must be one, in and out of time, both eternal. If I can get these strangers to focus on the light of love within, could I help them transcend time and bypass their own insecurities so that they can focus on only what is now?
The point of that clip is to get us to an understanding of the eternal nature of the God frequency, the eternal nature of love itself. The reason for that is that we need to talk about principles. We need to be able to reason from principle. And so, when we're talking about control, let's go to the breakthrough board. Let's go to the breakthrough board. When we're talking about control, there's a principle that is key, that is core. Whether we're talking about top down, macro, big scale control, or if we're just talking about the sort of control that happens when you're in a relationship with somebody and they want you to be the way they prefer. They want you to do the things that they prefer. They want you to live the way that they prefer. They're saying essentially to you that, hey, listen, my preference for your life is more important than God's preference for your life. They're basically saying to you that my preference for your life is better than what you were born for, better than what nature can offer. God, nature, reality, I use all the terms interchangeably. I'm talking about the same thing. And so when we explore tonight's principle, the principle is this. When it comes to getting beyond control of others, getting to a place where other people can no longer control you, even if they have dominion over entire school systems, religions, media systems, it doesn't matter. Getting to a place where other people cannot control you, we need to abide by a single principle. What is that principle? So I can get you here. The principle is this. Love cannot be controlled because love is the energy of the whole. You dig that? Love cannot be controlled because love is the energy of the whole. Love is the energy of God itself, which would mean that in order to control a person, there must be some sort of reason for controlling them, which means there must be some version of fear, which means there must be some version of separation. So here's the deal. Our principle is this. Love cannot be controlled. Make sure I get over here. Make sure I get out of the light. There we go. Love cannot be controlled because love is the energy of the whole. There is no fissure, no separation in love. No place where someone can break apart and turn love in on itself. When I say love, I'm talking about the energy of all of reality. That's how important this is. I'm not talking about some emotion. I'm not talking about some fleeting enjoyment. I'm not talking about a passion, something that you like today and don't like tomorrow. I'm talking about that sacred energy that you can feel. That's why I call it love, because when I say it, whatever your definition is, the truth is in there. So love is the energy of the whole. All right. So that's our principle for the evening. What's the pattern?